Hello and welcome to SLE Equipment here in Nashville, Tennessee. Today we're doing the instructional video for this 8.5 by 44 foot long gooseneck concession trailer. As you can see, it is silver with silver trim. First thing we're going to talk about today is supplied power. So whether you're using a generator or shore power, just want to make sure that before you hook up to the power source, your power is turned off. All right. It is a 240 volt system. We just want to make sure everybody takes the proper precautions and nobody gets injured when operating this. So as you can see here, we have the front overhead rack where you can store your generators. Power cord plug plugs in there, plugs in there. So once you've made sure your power source is turned off, then you can hook your cords up and then connect the other end. So one quick note, these are twist lock cords. So you'll insert them, twist them to the right, and then tighten up that collar. Good there. Up top you can see we have the 3 roof vents with electric fans. Come down here, has the hydraulic lift system on it. Here's your control box. Up, down. Pretty simple. And then this panel here, this is where your hydraulic system is. So you can see the lift arms there with hydraulics running through there. 12 volt battery to power the hydraulic system and the hydraulic fluid tank. All right, and then this, if you're operating with this, see if I can do this with one hand. Latch that in like so, and it holds that door open for you, and you have full access there. All right. To undo this, pretty simple, easier with 2 hands, but just push this up, pull that out, lower down. All right, let's continue on around here. Up here you can see the 36 by 36 access panel to the overhead compartment. Take a step up here. All right, so in here you can see there's a 30-gallon fresh water tank, water pump for that tank. Up on the wall there, 50 amp electrical panel, 50 amp electrical panel. There's 2 of them, and you can see the inverter box here. And then this is the fuse box for the 12 volt system. So that inverter box, while the unit is plugged into a power source, is charging that 12 volt battery there. And the one in the hydraulic compartment there. All right. And then that fuse panel is your fuse panel for all your 12 volt appliance or 12 volt accessories, which is going to be your lights, your interior and exterior LED lights. There's interior LED light there. That switch is right there on the wall on the other side. But it's going to control those, and it's going to control your water pumps as well. Go over these lines real quick. So back here you can see this back line. That's your main supply line coming from the freshwater tank. You can see that handle for the valve is in line. That means that valve is open. Okay, this one here, this is your blowout line for winterization. The winterization video will be sent separately when the unit is purchased. And then this one here is simply a drain. You can see it goes through the floor right there, and that runs all the way down through the bottom of the unit and drains out to the ground directly. So there we go. That's everything in this cabinet here. Now, this little panel here, this is the access panel for the water. Simply open your key here, and I'll have these keys all on top on the around the handles for the sinks. But here you can see this is your freshwater tank. Simply remove your cap, insert your hose here, fill it. When done, remove your hose, replace your cap. Pretty simple operation there. And this is your city water or pressurized system. Typical garden hose fitting there. You can see the screen filter on the front here. It stays code compliant. Simply connect up to that. When you do so, that bypasses your freshwater tank and supplies water directly to the water pumps and the water heater. Alright, like I said, I'll have that. Actually, that key is hanging right there around that hose, so I'm going to leave it there. Alright, we'll move on around. Here you can see the LED light above the door, and then the 78 or 36 by 78 entry door there. This is a bathroom. Open it up, there you can see the toilet, cabinet with the sink, light switch here, LED light, roof vent with electric fan, run that panel so you can see that. This switch here is for the water pump. Let's take a quick look underneath here. See the 15-gallon freshwater tank there, water heater, and water pump there. Same setup with winterization blowout valve, drain, and then the main supply line coming from the freshwater tank. Turn on my water pump here. So you see how it's spitting and sputtering? That tells you that it's just trying to get all the air out of the lines. However, for that water heater, since it is a tank, you want to make sure that you have this good consistent flow of water here before you plug that water heater in. Alright? Doing so ensures that you don't tear up or damage the heating element in the water heater. So just make sure that that's plugged. You have this good consistent flow of water before you plug that water heater in. Let's go ahead and do that now. Oh, I can get a hold of the thing. Alright, once we have it plugged in, I'm going to turn it on. You can see the light, that means it's on. And we'll let that warm up while we shoot the rest of the video, and we'll come back and we'll get a temperature reading on that. Alright. Oh. Alright, going on around. Waste tank drain. So simply remove this cap, connect a 3-inch hose here. You can buy that 3-inch hose at any RV camping supply center. Once you've connected your hose, pull your handle out to the right there. Let that drain. Once it's completed draining, push your handle back in, detach your hose, reattach your drain cap there. Alright. LED light above the entry door here. This is another 36 by 78 entry door. This is entry into the main part of the unit. We'll go in there here in a few minutes. Coming on around, You see the mag wheels, 3, I believe these are 8,000 pound axles here. So one quick note on these, on each one of these wheels, all 3 on this side, all 3 on the other side, the center cap here, that does pop off. Just pop it off, fingernail, screwdriver. Behind that is going to be a grease fitting. You will need, once every 10,000 miles or 1 year, whichever comes first, you will need to access that grease fitting there, take your grease gun, connect up to it, and just give a good greasing to the bearings and hubs there. That way they maintain proper working condition. Okay. And I'm sure you can see the water dripping down. That is from the air conditioner units. They do work well. All right, back here you have another drain tank. So that front drain tank that we looked at, that is for the front bathroom there. This drain is for the sinks here at the back of the unit. Same operation on that, just remove that cap, attach a hose there. Here we have the stabilizer jack. So there's a stabilizer jack on the rear passenger and rear driver side. Quick note on those, they are simply just that, stabilizer jacks. Please do not try to level the unit with those. You will damage the jack and potentially damage the frame. Where it's connected at, it's not meant to hold and support lifting the unit and that much weight there. So you will for sure damage that jack if you try to use that to level with. Leveling needs to be done using the hydraulic supports on the front and then blocks under the tires. All right, another water access panel. This does have a separate key to it. This key I will have inside the unit hanging around the faucets. Same thing, freshwater tank, city water supply. Just connect, fill if you're doing the freshwater tank, connect and leave it connected if you're doing city water supply. All right. And then down here we have the on-demand gas water heater. So to access this, just turn that there, pull that out a little bit. Now you can see inside here. So real quick, on-off switch here. It is currently on. You can set the amount of gas flow there, and then the hose for the drain for winterization is right down here. You have to kind of lift up on that a little bit. Well, that gasket come off there. Maybe you need to just push down a little. There it goes. Alright, so yeah, typically on those you have to lift up a touch, but on that one just push down just a hair and that'll get you in. And the controls for the water heater are inside. I'll show you that when we go inside. Alright, let's take a look at the back of the unit here. See, on this one it does have the 48-inch ramp door here. See, that ramp door is down. Propane cages with 100-pound propane tanks in each cage. Locking bars. A little bit of a look on the inside of that. We'll get a better look here in just a minute. We're going around to the side here. And now that the wind has kind of died down out here, I will run that awning out before we finish this video and let you see that as well. All right, here you can see the 12-foot long TV box. So you could put TVs in here, you could put menu boards, display signs, anything of that sort inside there. It does have 4 electrical outlets in it. 2 in this corner. Come down here, it has 2 in that corner. Oh, sorry, I missed. Have an LED light down here on the end of the unit on this passenger side. The 3 mag wheels here. Again, grease fitting in behind those center caps. And then here we have the concession window, LED light on either side. This is a 5-foot concession window with flip-up counter, vertical windows. Those windows, there's 4 pieces of glass in there, so you can have 2 up top, 2 down bottom, and then the screen, you can simply slide 1 window up and just leave the screen down, and then raise and lower the screen as you're talking with customers, handing out food, taking money, most important part. All right, on these flip down counters, or this flip down counter, so to lower this, you're simply going to depress 1 latch, come over here, just kind of gently rest the bottom of your, or your top of your arm against the bottom of the cabinet or counter there, depress that latch, and then lower down. Pretty simple operation. You can do it with 1 hand. You can see that countertop matches the trailer there. All right, another fill. So this water fill is for the restroom. Same operation, fresh water, pressurized system, or city water supply. And this one key operates this one and the one on the back driver's side for the sinks. And again, that key will be around the faucet at the main sinks. And then the access door on the opposite side here. Let's see if I can reach that. Just to give you a look there. Yeah, I can't reach that light switch, but just give you a little bit of a look from the other side there. All right, we'll take a look down the side of the unit here. Good looking unit here. I really like this silver. Very sharp. All right, let's go over the gas system on this unit. So the gas on this unit can be the most dangerous part of the unit here. Really, it's not bad though, as long as we follow the proper steps and precautions. Okay. So for demonstration purposes, we'll go over here to this tank. So, to start your gas unit up, first thing you want to do, actually, let's go inside. Get a little bit of a look inside the trailer here. First thing you want to do before starting the gas, make sure that concession window is open. And then turn on your hood. All right. So, this does have 2 fans plus the lights. All of that is controlled by these 3 switches here at the entry door. See that step there? So just make sure that you, once you've opened your concession window, flip all 3 switches, get that exhaust fan going good. This is a 15-foot exhaust fan on here, or exhaust hood. Actually, this one maybe. Yeah. So once that's on, the LED lights that are in it, they come on with the exhaust hood, those switches down there. So Once you've made sure that that's on, your concession window is open, next thing you want to do is come through here and check the knobs on all your appliances. Just make sure everything is in the off position. Off. Off. Knob is off. Knob is off. And we're just checking all these knobs. Make sure everything is off. We just don't want any gas free flowing beyond just the pilot lights that free flow. Okay? That's in off position. And normally you would check the pilot lights with this. However, I do have these on, as you can see there. Oh, it's still in the power position. No, it's not. It's in the on position. Alright. Now, once you've done that, we can come back outside the trailer. Come to the gas. And right here, you're simply going to turn your gas on here. Turn that all the way open. Alright, once you've done that, you're going to kind of listen right here at the vent on the regulator. Make sure you don't hear any hissing noises, and make sure you don't smell an abnormal amount of gas. Okay? If you do, you'll need to shut this valve back off, close that up, contact your local gas company, let them come out and inspect it. Probably at that point have a bad regulator. So just want to make sure that we don't smell that or hear any gas hissing there. That checks out. Next step, come here. So this valve, same thing as the water valves. It's not in line, so it's closed. Just gonna flip that up, moving it in line. That opens the valve. When you do so, you'll hear an initial whoosh of gas through here. That's normal. You should hear that. What you should not hear is gas continuously flowing through here. If you hear gas continuously flowing through there, shut this back off. Go inside the unit, check all your knobs again. Make sure you didn't accidentally bump one as you were walking through checking, or two. Just make sure they're all closed. And then come back out here and turn this back on. If you still hear gas continuously running, shut this back off. Turn your valve on your tank back off. Contact your local gas company, have them come out and inspect the unit and make any necessary repairs. One big reason for that, as I can show you here, a gas line does run up underneath the trailer. Both of them do. And then those lines, as they get up, they come up through the floor so they can be connected to the appliances. We have to do that for codes purposes, but it does pose the potential for road debris when you're transporting the unit, rocks, rubber, chunks of wood, whatever, to kick up off the road, hit one of those gas lines and potentially damage it. Okay, so again, if you hear that continuous flow of gas, please shut everything back down after you've double checked your knobs, and just make sure that, have it inspected, make sure that everything is working as it should. There is a possibility though, if those knobs are on, that's what will be causing that continuous flow that you're hearing. All right, once everything checks out here though, this is all good, this is good, just the initial whoosh of gas, you're ready to come back in and fire up your appliances. So, we're going to start with these fryers. So here we have two Royal 50-pound fryers. Pretty simple operation on these. It does require two hands to light them. Grab my stick lighter here. You will need a barbecue stick lighter. For this particular unit, because of the griddle, I do recommend one with a longer nozzle on it here. That way you can actually get in there too. The pilot light to light it. But so when you light these, what you're going to do is you're going to come down here and you're going to take and turn this knob Now, I'm leaving it, you're going to turn it from the off position. You can see this little dot here. That's the dot you're moving to. So the L on pilot should be lined up with that dot. At that point, you're going to push in this button here and hold it. And it's going to take probably 30 seconds to a minute. while continuing to hold that, after about 30 seconds to a minute, you're going to take your other hand and reach up here with your stick lighter, and you're going to light that pilot light, okay? Once you see flames coming out both sides like you see there, continue to hold that knob for about another count of 10 to 15 seconds. And at that point, you're slowly going to release off of that knob. Once you've done so, then you're going to turn it to the on position like so. And now you're ready to go. Alright. Pilot light's still lit. If you slowly release off and that pilot light goes out, just push it back in, relight, hold it for, you know, if you held it for 10 seconds, hold it for 15 seconds, 20 seconds this time, and I promise you it'll stay lit. But let's go ahead and demonstrate the fryer working here. Nice flames. All right. This fryer, same operation here. I'm going to go through it again, but we'll go ahead and demonstrate this one working. We'll just turn the knob on and back out. Alright, here we have the 24-inch Royal Charbroiler sitting on a 24 by 30 equipment stand with galvanized undershelf, you can see there. So that little silver line right there and that line, that's your two gas lines. You can follow those back with your stick lighter to the pilot lights. I'll show you through here. Light your pilots. You see that one burning and that one's burning. You're going to do that with both pilot lights. Just follow that line back. Or the other thing you can do is you can raise one grate up. Sorry about that. You can raise up a grate here. Put your stick lighter right down there. And light that pilot light that way. Much easier when you have two free hands, but that is another option of doing it, okay? Alright. Next up, here we have the 60-inch combo. Has a 24-inch griddle with 6-burner oven. Double oven doors down at the bottom. All made by Royal. So, to light these, this is where the longer nozzle comes in handy. You can see the pilot light back in there. You're simply just going to reach your stick lighter right through here. Get back there to the pilot light, light it. And you're going to repeat that on both of these here. Alright. Let's demonstrate the griddle working. See the flames there. See those flames there. I forgot to demonstrate this griddle or this charbroiler, so we're going to come back over here. Again, you can see the two pilot lights down in there. Turn this on. There's one side. There's the second side. Alright. Now for these burners. The burners have individual free-flowing pilots. Just stick your stick lighter right there. Light each one. Pretty quick and easy right there to light those. We'll go ahead and demonstrate these. There's those two. There's the center two. And last but not least, the right tube. Alright, pretty simple. Now, to light the oven, you're going to have to get down here on the floor. And then again, two-hand operation. So, sorry if you didn't see that. You're simply going to raise and then pull out, rotate out. You're going to push this button in and hold it. After about 10, 15, 20 seconds, then you're going to hit this igniter. If you look through that hole right there, you can see that little blue flame. That's your pilot light that tells you that it's lit, okay? So, let's turn the oven on. There you go. You can see the light up. Close that one. Come down here to this one. Same operation. Push and hold here. And same thing with the with these ovens as with the fryers. You're going to continue holding this while you ignite this. Once you see the flame is lit, hold for about another 10 to 15 seconds and then slowly depress the button and then make sure that that flame is still burning. And we'll go ahead and demonstrate this oven. See the pilot light still burning in there as well. Close that back up. Alright, let's come down here to these double convection ovens. So these are Royal double convection ovens here. Grab the handle, both doors open. You can hear the fan roaring. After we have to pull that box out. Alright, so light. See, the light comes on. Fan, we're going to turn that on low. So now if we open that door, it's not blowing as hard. And then power on. Here you have your timer selector. And then up here, see the light comes on when you turn the burner on. This is self-lighting. Everything works on its own then. Alright. So we'll go ahead and turn that off. Same thing down here. Turn this one on. Again, self-lighting. But you can see the burner is on, so if that light is on, that burner is on. Okay? Turn that fan to low. Give you a look inside this bottom one. See the racks. And you have multiple options as to how the racks are placed in there. Alright. Set this box back in here for transport purposes. And we're going to turn the power off. Turn the power back off to that one. Alright, that's all of our appliances and how to light them. So let's go over this exhaust hood right quick. So with these grease filters here, once a week, at least, at minimum, you'll need to pull those grease filters out and wash them with soap and warm water. Get them good and clean. That'll help prevent any fires from starting inside the hood. Would not be good. In behind this piece of paper wrapped around this filter here, there's two grease cups in there. Those are going to mount here, and then one on the other end, right there in that corner. All right, and you can see the pipe protruding out the end here. That's your drain pipe for the grease to drain into it. This new model of hood from Larkin, they are specifically designed for food trucks and concession and food trailers. They do not have the old style rail or trough, grease rail, grease trough, whatever you want to call it. They don't have those anymore, so that runs along below the filters there and runs down to the drain, and it drains out into the grease cup there. All right, and 4 LED lights on this exhaust hood, 2 fans. It does have dual fans, so one here, and behind there. When you take the filters out, you'll see those fans inside there. And you can see this unit has the fire suppression system here. So nozzle over each fryer, one over the char broiler, one coming down and then running, one for the griddle and 3 for the burners, one for each set of burners. And then that fire suppression system runs back over here. There's the tank mounted on the wall just to the inside of the door. And then right above the door is the control head. If for some reason you were to need to manually discharge this system, you would do so simply by grabbing this, much like a fire extinguisher. Grab the pin, give a good firm pull so that you break this seal, and then flip this handle from center to the left side there. That's going to move over to fire. At that point, you're going to want to exit the unit because you're not going to want to be in here when that system discharges. All right. Here on the wall, below the 3 light switches for the exhaust hood, you're going to find these 4 switches. These switches are your interior and exterior LED lights for the unit. So all the lights around the outside of the unit that we looked at, and then the lights inside the unit here are all controlled on those switches there. This switch here is the switch for your awning. We're going to go ahead and run that out. Look at this, see how far out it is. Probably not going to be too far yet. Oh, I was pushing retract, not extend. So extend is on top, retract is on bottom. There we go. Now it's running out. Check it. Oh yeah, we're good. We'll run that a little further. Sorry, I'll show you something else in the trailer here while I'm watching this. Alright. So there's the awning out. We'll go outside and show that here in just a minute. Let's take a look around the rest of the trailer here right quick. So here next to the entry door, we have the sink with a cabinet. Underneath this cabinet, you're going to find the 2 supply lines and the drain line for the sink. See those there? Again, valves, handles are in line. Tells you those valves are open. Go ahead and run this. Show you that one working. It has a shelf above that sink. This is your Class K fire extinguisher. And then over here on this window is the ABC fire extinguisher. Those do come as part of the, actually that's the K, the other one is the ABC. That is part of the fire suppression package, so just want to highlight those as well. And then here we have the Hoshizaki ice maker and bin. to complete the ice machine here. It is running, so you can see this is open right here. That will not remain open. There was a part that was not shipped with it. We are waiting on that part to come in to complete the unit there, but no big deal. It still works. Still produces ice, as you can see. To demonstrate that working there for you. To access this, grab that and lift up. Now you can access the panel here. You can see the ice flowing through here as it makes its way to the chute to drop down into the bin. And I'm going to go ahead and turn this switch to drain. So it'll quit making ice now and it will begin to drain this out. Just wanted to do that for demonstration purposes. Your power switch also is here. You just flip that toggle switch down. You have two fuses here, one for the gear motor and one just as a primary fuse. See if I can get this back on with one hand here. There we go. Slides back on nicely. You see it is held there. The screw at the bottom. This unit does come with a pressure gauge and a filter on it. Kind of hard to see that pressure gauge right there, but you can get a little bit of a look at it there. See it working. There is a switch on the wall back here. That's the water pump to supply water to this. So you want to make sure that's on before you turn this on. That way you make sure you have water pumping to the ice maker. All right, over here below the concession window, we have the countertop, stainless steel countertop. Two storage cabinets here. Open one of those. Let's look inside there. It's just one big open area underneath there. Here we have the Cornelius 5-flavor soda dispenser. With ice bin. Now this is just a bin, so take the scoop out your ice, fill up your bin. Now with this machine, and it does say here, dispensing valves on this unit will not operate unless lid is fully closed. So you have to close the lid on the ice bin before you can dispense from the machine. All right, and this is set into the cabinet here. Take a look inside. You can see everything plugged in, drains in place back there. Alright, a couple of manuals, one for the Hoshizaki, one for one of the Royal appliances, and then the Pyrochem for the fire suppression system. Ice scoop, some extra sealer, foam sealer there for the ice bin, and then these are legs for the bin. Being as this is inside a food trailer, it'll be moving. We make our own legs using steel pipe and flanges to attach it permanently to the floor there. All right, then we have a 24-inch by 12-foot long stainless steel countertop here. Running all the way down. And then this is the back of the TV box. See that there? And then here we have two warmers. These are Vanco warmers. 18 pan. Go ahead and just flip those on right quick so you can see the power turn on, see those are working. And you just set your temperature knob with this. Alright, show you inside here. These are identical warmers. And then next up we have the Blue Air 3-door refrigerator. See the 3 doors. This is a nice warm 36 degrees. Alright. The unit does come with rubber coin flooring. As you can see, has 2, 4, 6, 7, 8 LED lights. There's one on the other end of the hood down there. And 3 air conditioning units inside of it. There's the second, there's the third, and there's that 8th LED light right there. Alright, so with these LED light, with these air conditioning units, this back knob, that's your heating or hot and cold temperature setting knob, and then this front one is off, low heat, low fan, high fan, low cool, high cool. So you can just set that to whichever you need there, and then this switch and this switch are directional switches, so if you wanted to stop air from coming out the back end of this unit, you just flip that switch to the outside. Same thing on this end. With the exhaust fan hood being right here at the back of this, I would suggest shutting this one off. Let air flow out the front, bounce off that. At least you can circulate a little bit of air. However, it does, this exhaust fan is running and it is fairly cool in here, so 3 air conditioners definitely helps with that. Alright. Aluminum mill walls all around the unit there. And the ceiling is aluminum mill. Alright, let's go back outside. We'll take a look at that awning right quick again. There's that awning extended out. It can go out a little bit further. Just wanted to give a good look at that being open there. Let's get from the front here. So you can see the awning open there. All right. All right. Now let's talk shutdown procedures. So for shutdown procedures, you're going to do basically the same thing with gas as you did to start, except it's going to be in reverse order. So you're going to start by coming in here and just turning everything off. Make sure that all your knobs are in the off position. Everything's off, 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 off. That is off. Now, with the fryers, they do have manual knobs or manual pilot lights. So you're going to turn this back to pilot, push in, and then turn or release and turn it to the off position. And then double check that your pilot light is no longer lit. We can see that one's out. And you're just going to do the same thing with this one. That's off. And then verify that our pilot light is out. And at that point, now that we know everything is turned off, check your double convection ovens as well. Again, powered off. Burner's not on. Burner's not on. Powered off. The pilot lights on the burners for the 6 burner, the griddle, and the charbroiler, those are all free-flowing pilot lights, so they will turn off with the gas, okay, once the gas is turned off. So you're going to come out here, we'll go to this tank here, simply come to your valve, turn that off, and then come to your tank here, turn that off. I'm going to step over here to my tank and turn that off. Alright. now we know we're good there. All our gas is turned off. So we come here and we're just going to verify, kind of look at our pilot lights, make sure those go out. It's going to take a minute for those to burn completely out. Kind of hard to see maybe, but you can see that that one's already burning down. So we'll give those just a minute and let those burn out. Once all of your pilot lights have gone out and you've verified that, that means all the gas is gone out of the system, okay? So at that point, then you can go ahead and you can turn off your exhaust hood if you want. You may want to leave it running, try to cool it off in here a little bit. Water. So this is the on-demand system. Give me just a moment. I have to turn the gas back on to operate the on-demand system at the sink. So, all right, all of these lights pilot lights are out. I'll come down here and verify. Pilot lights are out. Same thing with your ovens. Can't see the light there. And we know our fryers are out. And these are out. There's the pilot light kind of glowing right down there. Or shining, I guess I should say. Right down in there. But the flame is gone. Alright. We talked about the water heater in the bathroom. Just make sure that is plugged in after you've made sure to fill it. Good idea to unplug it so that when you plug the unit into power next time, you don't run into the issue of the water heater's not full and you can't go through or you end up damaging the unit at that point. All right. Here on the window or on the door, we have the safety guidelines and procedures, startup procedures, shutdown procedures, and before transit. So this is going to go over gas, things of that sort, and then all your shutdown procedures. Make sure you turn your water pump switches off. Interior and exterior lights are turned off at the end of the day, and shut and latch all your doors for safety. Before transit, check your lug nuts, tire pressure, make sure that's all correct. Stow any hoses, power cords, things of that such. Make sure those are all put up, caps are put back on, drains are shut off. Make sure that your blinkers, tail lights, running lights, all that, brake lights, all that works properly. So, but that's just a good reference there inside the unit. Just want to check all that. All right. And make sure that your awning is retracted. We're going to we'll run that back in. But I think that will conclude our instructional video for today. Hope you at least learned a little something about the unit. We thank you very much. Thank you for doing business with SLE. Have a great day.